So here we have the Mini 1 Countryman on a 14 plate. I'm going to show you around the outside of the car first of all, and then we'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. But as you'll see from the outside, it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot, and then we'll work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors and the biggest boot in Mini's range, as well as 3 independently folding rear seats. So we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way around. Looks really good in white as well. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. The seats are in fantastic condition, as you can see, and there's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the dials. Right above the steering wheel here, we've got the rev counter, along with the digital readout for the speedometer. At the very bottom of that section, we've got the total miles on this car, which are 13,966. The information directly above that can be changed by pushing the button on the end of the indicator stalk for various different bits of fuel economy info, and also to change your settings, as you can see there, and all the way back round to the beginning again. This particular Mini 1 has got a couple of options on it, one of which is the buttons on the steering wheel. You don't normally have buttons on the steering wheel, so you wouldn't normally have cruise control. That is an option, but you've got cruise control on this car, as well as stereo controls and voice activation for the phone. So you can hit that button and ask it to dial any one of your contacts list, and it will do that for you. That is, of course, once you paired the phone, which is done on the main stereo over in the centre here. So, first of all, you can see that that is the proper kind of analogue speedometer, and the fuel gauge is contained within that dial as well. Beneath that, you then have the stereo. If I press the mode button, you can see that we've got AM/FM radio, DAB digital radio, a CD player, auxiliary input, and USB input as well. And if I press the menu button, that is where you'll pair up your phone. You've got a trip computer, you can configure the car, so time, date, those sorts of things. And that is a phone number for Mini at the end there, in case you ever need to call Mini customer services. Beneath that, we can change music settings, we can turn up the volume, and once we've actually selected a radio station we want, we can save them as presets using these buttons just here as well. Beneath that, you've got the CD player, under which is the climate control. Again, that is another option on the Mini 1. The standard Mini 1 would normally have normal air conditioning rather than this digital climate control. So, firstly, you can set the temperature over this side of the car, turn the air conditioning on. You can adjust the fan speed up and down on this side. And because this is climate control, you can just hit auto, and the car will take control of the fan speed itself to maintain this temperature. Override that simply by readjusting the fan speed yourself. Beneath that, we've got a couple of buttons, so we can turn off the traction control from here. We can turn off the stop and start, so this car's designed to cut out in traffic to save you fuel. Pressing that button will turn that system off. We can lock the car doors from the outside, and then you've got your front and rear fog lights just there. We then have a 6-speed manual gearbox. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.